Hey guys, Duke Delayed here for a very special edition of Pickup Daily. I just touched down in Miami. I just took the public transit down to South Beach, and here I am at 7:30 in the morning before everything gets all set up. And I gotta tell you, it's awesome. Answering another question today from the list of glory: how to balance confidence, sexual escalation, with patience and letting the vibe flow. We're going to talk about this stuff and more on this episode, Pickup Daily. How to balance confidence with sexual escalation and patience and letting the vibe flow. See, when you're talking to another human being, you have to let the whole conversation sort of unfold as it kind of will. However, it's not like you don't have any control over it. You can sort of direct and move things as it goes. The analogy that I like the best is when they talk about water. You know, water's moving in a particular direction. If you get in its way, it'll move you, or it'll cut pathways through rock. But if you just sort of redirect it, it'll follow you as well. So your vibe and conversation interaction can flow like water with a lot of force that can carry you into the next level, but it can also be guided and redirected at strategic points. It's important to vibe with the conversation without giving up full control to letting the conversation throw you about where it may. Sometimes you'll get into conversational rapids, and if you don't end up riding it through, you end up not carrying any weight in the interaction at all, and then that the whole thing dies. And you got to kind of respect the flow and the force of that and go along with it. And sometimes when you see strategic moments to move it from one place to the other, then that's the time to move in and use all of your communication skills to direct the conversation and the interaction where you want it to go. It's important to be patient with this vibe and sort of let it unfold, but not because of some sort of idealistic, universal fate thing, but because the longer you spend in conversation, the more invested she is, and the more comfort she's building, and generally the more trust that she'll have with you, and it's easier to carry things on into a more intimate level later. So the more time you spend sort of letting the conversation flow and unfold and vibe, and let her get to know you in little spurts, and you get to know her in little spurts, and that little interplay back and forth, you guys sort of have an equal investment that goes in. So after that, it's a lot more natural for her to follow you to the next stage, for her to trust your leadership to go to the next level, to move her from one place to another, or to move up in the sexual or physical escalation. So it's important to vibe and be patient in order to build trust and comfort. And that's a practical thing. It's not just some sort of woo-woo, idealistic, oh, if it's cool, it'll just flow. No, it's important to be patient and let her express herself fully and make it sure that she doesn't feel cut off, that you're not too domineering. But on the other hand, she's also waiting for you to lead the interaction into someplace interesting, into someplace fun, into someplace that's going to stimulate her to the next level. So it's important that you take leadership and move things escalating as well, right? You don't want to push too far in order to break trust, but you also don't want to pull back too far and allow her to sort of steer the whole interaction and let it peter out. Because at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to direct it into the thing that's going to get you both to the point where you're stimulated and experiencing each other fully with trust and comfort. So that's my answer today on balancing vibe and escalation. I do this stuff every damn day, and I'm here in Miami for the next 5 days, so you'll get a lot of cool beach shots. Until tomorrow, stay awesome.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.